Beer for Breakfast Morning Show is brought to you by Ground Up Remodeling. Tim will take care of your needs from the ground up. Truly one of the best in Lake Placid, and we wouldn't let anyone else work on our handyman or home improvement needs. Call Tim today.
Welcome to the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show, featuring the Lake Placid legend, Toolman Tim, the local remodeling madman, and Obscure Ron, often heard but rarely seen. They're coming to you live from the Obscure Destinations Outdoor Studios in Lake Placid, Florida.
Come and get it!
No, not that Lake Placid. Advertising information is in the descriptions. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Drinking in the AM's a sin. Old Cracker's just hanging with his old friend. Beer for breakfast, what I said. Beer for breakfast, make it two. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again. Pop that top, pop that top, pop that top again.
And I think they can hear us.
There's our little dancing guy.
Yeah, that's what I spent all night doing last night. I came back in here and I told Toni, I said, oh, it should be done now because it's had 4 hours to upload.
Oh,
It said 12 hours left. So I stopped it immediately, went back and said, there's a glitch in that matrix. Well, good morning. It's Ron and Tim and Ron and our producer, Toni, here at the Beer for Breakfast Morning Show in the Obscure Destinations Studio B because Studio A is cold.
It's frozen.
It's up for us. It is frozen. It's cold here in Lake Placid, Florida. And
Speaking of cold, let's have a cold one.
we got our dancing beer bottles back. I know that Tim likes them, so I put them back last night. And so here we are, starting our Tuesday morning. Now, Tim's got a funny story he wants to tell me.
Oh,
That's what you said.
it's a goofy facts morning.
Oh, kooky facts. All right.
The Harlem Globetrotters, everybody's heard of them. They were formed in 1927. I didn't know they were that old. And the fact that their name is Harlem Globetrotters, where would you say they're from? South side of Chicago.
Makes sense.
They never even played in Harlem for about 15 years after their career started. They played Chicago because there were 5 guys from the south side of Chicago. Who would have thunk it?
I would have certainly thought they were the Harlem people. Yeah, we just looked them up just now, and the oldest one lived to be 77. And yeah, so, but I guess if they were born in 29, they'd be hard pressed to still be alive with the damage they had to do to their bodies.
Yeah.
I mean,
And originally they were called the New York Harlem Globetrotters, and they were not from New York.
not the Chicago Harlem Globetrotters, not the Chicago Globetrotters.
There was no Harlem in Chicago even.
And when you think Globetrotter, you think world people.
Right.
World
And,
traveler.
and for many, many, many years, they never left Chicago.
That's crazy.
And they were called like the Globetrotters, like they trotted across the whole world.
Well, that's like Studio B is just an old bedroom we don't use.
Right? It's the master suite.
Yes, the master suite. Except no, the master suite's got the walk-in shower. This one you got to step over the tub.
Yeah, I like the walk-in. I can't climb in the damn shower. I fall
Yeah.
over all the time.
No, I'm telling you. So, let's see. I ventured out into the wild yesterday, and I went to Family Dollar.
Oh my God.
All the way, man.
That's
All
like
the way.
all the way to the corner.
Almost. I bet you it's every bit of. It's almost a mile. I bet you.
I think it's like two miles or something to that end of the street.
Is it really? I know that it's 9 miles, almost to the money, from Marvine's driveway to here. Because we did it 100 times that day.
seems a hell of a lot longer.
It does. Oh man, it does. It really does. That hell going down that it seems like 10 miles of dirt road before you even turn off onto her gate. So
No doubt.
So anyway, that's the little things that we're going on through. The little things. Did you see the certification of Trump's votes and everything yesterday?
I didn't see it, but I heard.
I don't know her name, but some Republican lady was swearing Kamala in for something, and her husband held the Bible for her to put her hand on. So she's got her hand on the Bible, and she's shaking the lady's hand. She reaches over to shake the man's hand. He stands still, puts his hand in his pocket.
Ooh.
And she says, "I don't bite." And he just gave her a look like, mm-hmm.
Looks like I don't want to touch you.
Yeah, he didn't. And so everybody on Twitter was, thanks for standing up for the millions of people that she screwed over and Biden screwed over and not touching that little filthy bitch. But I thought that was pretty funny. When she read that Trump got this many votes, and then she says, and then she didn't say me, she said Kamala Harris, candidate Kamala Harris got, and then by the time she got her name out, they're already standing up giving Trump a standing ovation, all the Republicans. So she had to stop. She had this smile on her face, man, that you couldn't have pried open with a K-bar with a nice edge on it. You couldn't have got that mouth over. She was so pissed. But I would have been too. You know, I mean, I would have tried to not be the one that had to say that I lost to this guy that I hate so dearly.
Really, that's kind of crazy.
But you know what always made me laugh so hard was that they hated Trump so much only because he became a Republican. Because until then, well, they loved going to his office, kissing his ass, and taking his money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
yesterday I was watching Mondays on the HI channel.
Home Improvement.
No, it's what the hell does it stand for? I forget. But anyway, it's channel 219 on my cable. And I was watching Nash Bridges. He drives a 1970 Hemi Cuda convertible 4-speed.
It's yellow, isn't it? If I
Orange.
remember it. Orange. I know it's a weird color.
They only made 18 of those cars, and the remaining ones that are left are worth $2.4 million for a 1970 car.
Unless you want to bet the one that he drove was a clone.
Oh, I'm sure it was, because they wreck it. And like yesterday, to show a lady jumped off the roof and landed right on his windshield and hood and busted out.
Oh yeah, that was a clone. Yeah, you know
you don't wreck a $2 million car for a TV show.
they're running out of the old cars to do shows with now. I bet you.
When they did Dukes of Hazzard, they were buying up every Charger they could find for like 2 or 3 years of the same car.
Mm-hmm.
They were a little bit different, and if you knew your Charger, you could tell. And they would buy even a beat one and just use it for scenes.
Yeah, for the backdrops and stuff.
Some of them didn't even have motors in them, and they're just using them for a different scene, like if they're parked outside the barn or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal to cast a fiberglass cast of one. Throw it on anything, and then
That's true. They do it all the time now.
sure, I mean, it's not that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fiberglass man, but it seems like that would be the easiest thing to do. But what do I know? I'm just a genius.
An obscure one.
Obscure genius, really, that nobody bothered to tell. So
Yeah.
what else you got going on this morning?
Well, got to go help Lenny around his house today. So we're going to do that stuff in the freezing cold.
It should warm up pretty early, they say.
I don't know. Today's high is only supposed to be like 50.
No, I heard 71 or 70 something.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible yesterday. It was a lot warmer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't nice.
Let's see here. I look it up every once in a while. There it is. Yeah, it says 47 out there right now. It says it feels like it's 31.
I believe that.
At noon, it's going to be 53. It looks like the high today is 58. You was right, it looks like.
Yeah, chilly day.
Holy crap, man.
This is like New York weather for crying out loud.
Yeah, it says the high will be 58 degrees today.
Yeah, they're probably in New York. They're probably in the teens.
God.
Let's see, I can look that right here.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's
man.
snowing and 15 degrees in Binghamton, New York, where my son lives, and it's partly sunny and with overcast in Seattle, Washington at 40. And we're only at 49.
Yeah, but I know a lot of times it seems like they're warmer than us, but we don't get the snow, so that's what matters to me.
That is true.
All right, let's get to the important thing, the gas. According to the gas battery report posted yesterday by local gas stations, the best gasoline price remains Marathon at $2.99 for regular, of course, which isn't even regular anymore.
Remember when they used to call the premium gas ethyl?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll have some ethyl.
Yeah. It's at $2.99 per gallon for regular, of course, and Raceway coming in second at $3.09. Then Gateway and Seneca and Wawa. Oh, it's between $3.14 and $3.15. So Wawa's $3.15. So not even a mile away from Marathon, you're paying 16 cents more a gallon.
I know. That's crazy.
So on a 10-gallon tank.
But the thing is, they're right downtown. It's convenient.
Yeah.
And Marathon is up here on 27 further south.
Yeah,
so
but anybody that comes,
if you're coming down this way, man, you go there.
Yeah, and if you're leaving here and going somewhere, you're going, because he's the closest gas station to us, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the nearest one.
He needs to advertise. Oh. Let's see, I got your stuff for your TV, so when you get home later today, come by and
Okay.
let's hook this up. I got a Fire Stick for Tim. Tim's got a giant TV that's not a smart TV. It's just a flat screen.
It's the only way I can use it.
Well,
It's not too smart.
Well, I've got the Make It Smart kit. And I forgot. It should work. I don't know. I haven't done it that way before, but I don't want to go buy a special thing for it, but I will. The Department of Transportation's Road Watch Report for Highlands County during the week of from the 5th until the 11th. US 98 at Thunder Road and Birch Avenue, it's a construction project. US 98 from East County Road 621 to the Okeechobee County line, construction project. US 25, US 27 from Shoreline Drive to Davidson Gaines Road. And also on 27 from North Tower Street and South Tower Street in Lake Placid. State Road 17 from Home Avenue to Evangeline Avenue, permitted maintenance. As a reminder, travelers can visit fl511.com or dial 511 from their phone to learn about traffic conditions and roadways. They're doing a lot of. Do they ever stop working on 27?
Probably not. I don't know what the hell they're doing right here in town. They're tearing the center median apart.
Yeah.
They took all the grass out. I don't know if they're making it another turn lane or what, but
Yeah.
you know, it'll take them 10 years to finish whatever they're doing.
That's the madness, and that's mostly because of restrictions. You know, God forbid they find a cricket.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
They find a cricket that ain't supposed to be there in there, then they can't even build it anymore, and the poor construction companies have wasted their money.
Those stupid turtles have stopped more construction jobs than anything around here.
Yeah.
It's like, who really gives a crap about a stupid turtle?
A lot of people.
It's like, man, there's turtles everywhere.
A lot of people, man, seem to really care about them.
I love turtles.
My nickname for the longest time was Turtle Man, because every time I turned around, I had a turtle. And Toni too. We would find them about the size of a quarter on our driveway in Clewiston.
No shit.
Pick them up, and I had a special tank just for them, and we'd grow them up to be about 6 inches around, like a little 6-inch speaker. And take him and skip him across, toss him into the canal, and say, "Have a good one, buddy."
Skip him. I could see it now.
I pretty much did.
Thing down the canal.
Toss him down. You got to be tough if you're gonna live out there with these alligators, buddy. So yeah, man.
Yeah, people are bitching that on the turtle shell, there's people like to paint them on there
they say it's
and let
bad
them leave
for
them in the wild. It's
Yeah.
like, well, how's that hurt them? It's like painting your fingernails. You know,
Well, I don't
you can't
know.
feel it.
I don't know how it hurts them.
Probably makes them more vulnerable.
But
to
it sure makes
predators.
them easier for the other animals to see. But I don't know that a hawk could do anything with one of them. I mean, I saw a red-shouldered hawk try to pick up one of these cane toads, and the cane toad was hopping away with the hawk on it. I mean, and finally he was just like, "Get off me, bitch!" And
Knocked away.
I told Toni, I said, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I've never seen no shit like that." So those bufo toads, or as we call them, cane toads, those things got to be a lot heavier than they look. I don't get too close to them because they say that they're poison.
Yeah,
And
some gland or
I
something.
know that they've got these filters on their jaw lines back there but I know that the Australians, which is where we got them from,
Oh, great.
the Australians lick their belly to get like an acid trip.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah.
But that they brought them to Clewiston and I think Louisiana.
You'd have to be real hard up for a buzz to
Yeah.
like turtles,
Well,
but
Or
or
frogs,
frog's
yeah.
ass or whatever.
But they brought them here because they said that they eat the mice in the sugarcane fields.
Really?
Yep.
I thought they were vegetarians.
No, definitely not. Oh, no. You can go, I would catch these little small brim about 3 inches
Yeah.
and throw them in my pond. And within 2 hours, there will be one of those toads out there eating that poor bastard. So I stopped doing that. I don't even put minnows in there anymore because they just sit there with their mouth open going, "Come at me, baby."
Feed me.
Yeah. So, and if you ever lay out a cat food bowl or something, he just lays in it and eats.
Jeez.
So yeah, they're crazy. They're crazy, man. So anyway, as we were saying earlier, Congress has officially certified Donald Trump's victory in the 2024 presidential election. And she just looked so heartbroken. She looked so heartbroken trying to do it. And she tried to look professional, but
It's like a kick in the pants to lose and have to announce the
no, that
official result.
I would have done I would have just said, "Look, man,
Just get somebody else.
Just get somebody. I'm sick that day." And it was the only time that I've seen her that I didn't think she was drunk. So my friend Sean over at Potentially Criminal on YouTube, he says, "In a minute, baby. You can go open the wine in a minute, baby." And I said, "That's a vodka bitch, brother. That ain't no wine girl. That's a vodka bitch." Them people up there on Capitol Hill, they don't mess around with wine.
She'll be knocking down some big
She's just kicking back some Tito's vodka straight out the ice machine.
Yeah, most people have a soda vending machine. She's got a vodka machine.
Yeah. I wish I had a beer machine.
I had a friend that had a soda machine in his garage.
Yeah.
And he had a body shop, and he would load. It had like 4 different buttons that you could push, like Diet Coke, regular, whatever. And one of them he had loaded with Budweiser.
It's 2 degrees in Kansas City?
Oh my!
My God, man.
2.
That's what he says. Yeah, he
It's
says 2. We were talking weather. I didn't see it pop up till just now. But he said it's his name is Y-U-N-G Young, a Yunk. I don't know. But he said it's 2 degrees in KCMO, which to me is Kansas City, Missouri.
I would think.
Gosh, man, I'm praying for you.
Yeah, stay warm.
My nuts would draw up. Boy. I'd start talking like this.
As your lips froze together.
Man, no kidding. I wouldn't.
I hated having a mustache when I lived in New York because your nose would run out when you're outside and freeze in your damn mustache.
Yeah, in Omaha, did that to me even though I was younger and I just had like a little peach fuzz mustache, but it was the same way. I hated that. But you know what I used to love to do is I would wash my hair and then walk to school. And it would be all icicle, and I would shake it and go. You could hear it.
It's a good way to get a haircut. Just snap
But
it
it
off.
never broke.
No?
No, I don't know why.
You would think it would, huh?
I would have thought so, but what I don't do my own thinking all the time.
Try not to.
I'll try not to.
It's painful.
Well, I've got a wife for that. She takes care of all the hard thinking.
Yeah.
She takes care of the hard thinking. I take care of the hard drinking. That's how it works, man. Everybody's got to do something. And that's my something. But anyway, it said
I let my wife take care of all the bills because I'd never pay one on time.
Yeah.
I'm terrible about that.
We're guys. According to the law, the declaration will be considered final in legal terms, shall be deemed sufficient declaration of the persons, elected president and vice president. Trump and Vance won the election with 312 electoral votes. Harris and her running mate, Tampon Tim, received 226 electoral votes. Now listen, she didn't do that bad for being someone that everyone hates so much.
Yeah, she was at the beginning. It looked like it was neck and neck for a while.
It really, yeah. So everyone says that her political career is over. She's going to be back.
Oh yeah.
Now Tampon Tim, not so much.
Yeah, he was just somebody to fill in a blank.
Yeah, they knew that she wasn't going to win.
Vice presidents usually don't get much notoriety.
Well, the thing is I think, is that Biden had already screwed up the country so bad that nobody really wanted it because they're like, no.
Yeah, pass.
And that's why they let Trump win. They said, well, look, man.
We'll blame everything on him now.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be some kind of a kingmaker. Well, let's make him fix this.
Yeah, I bet you can't fix this.
And that's basically what they did. That's why wouldn't they have let
Biden's still talking about like his energy agenda or some crap. It's like, dude, you're out of here in less than a couple of weeks. It's like, get off it.
He just signed a no offshore drilling thing that apparently the way that he worded it, Trump can't undo it. Trump will find a way to undo it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, we've got enough oil between Alaska, Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma, some in Florida, in the Glades. You got enough oil there that you don't really need to do offshore and start screwing with people's views off of their property. But you've got to realize that as soon as you get into international waters, China's building. I mean, that means that 20 miles. I don't know the mileage. I wasn't in the Navy long enough for that. But China's building oil derricks all up and down there because it's international waters.
Can't do a thing about it.
No, you got. Well, I bet you we could.
Just blow the shit up.
Yep. Send some boys down there to cap that off. Loosen a few bolts, let them put them little red commies on there and their little fancy red commie shirts. Kim Jong-un, little
Rocket
Man.
Yeah.
He said that people in North Korea can no longer eat hot dogs because they're too westernized. Yeah.
What a goofy world
I bet they can still eat dogs though.
Yeah. Just not the hot dog.
Over there to eat.
They can eat the live dog, not the hot dog.
There ain't nothing over there to eat. The people starving to death.
No, it doesn't look like he's missed a meal.
Well, no. If he gets his food, shit it is.
The rich get richer and the poor get broke down.
Well, it's a communist country.
Yeah, that communism's a weird system where everybody's supposed to get equal amounts of everything, but yet the people that are running it are living like in mansions and eating caviar. But the average guy's like eating spam.
Well,
everybody gets spam.
Well, the thing is, the problem with communism is people get greedy. It's human nature, you know.
Yeah. Can't take the human out of it, no matter what you call yourself.
And people get greedy, and they say, "Well, wait a minute now. I worked harder than Jim."
Yeah. So why should I get a little more?
Yeah, and what'll happen is, if
smarter,
you have no incentive to go to work if everybody's getting the same thing. So then no doctor has any reason to be better than the other doctor.
Right. They don't put their heart into it.
You don't need a specialist. And you're not going to build the prettiest house, the nicest house, the best well-built house because you're getting paid.
Take it away anyways.
You're getting paid the same as the guy that's building trailers. So why would you go to that extra mile? So when you bring socialism and communism, nobody goes that extra mile for anything. And not to mention the money always runs out. The free money always runs out when nobody's working.
But it'd be hard to get me to want to go to work beside an idiot that's getting the same money I am, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that tends to be the way that it usually goes. That's why I don't like unions. Pretty much, you know, just because you've been there longer doesn't mean you do the better job.
Yeah, and unions they had their moment in the sun, and there was good reason for them to get the average person be able to make more money.
Good points and bad
But
points.
they also price themselves right out of business, basically.
Well, they corrupted themselves right out of business.
Yeah, and yeah, unions are full of corruption.
Yeah, and still, even with the mafia dead, which is dead, the unions are still a racket. It's still the Italian mob is dead, but the political mob isn't.
Right. I got screwed good by our union up in New York.
Yeah.
I was a union laborer for like 8 years, and I paid my dues and everything. And then my stepfather, he was in the laborers union also. That's how I got in. And he says, "Oh, now that you're of age, you should be able to get some kind of retirement money from the union." So we looked it all up, tried to find it, and I was paying my dues. I had a union card, but I was never in the union.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, the guy that was the business agent, Pete Pavlicek, he went to jail. I think Mickey, his assistant, died in jail. But Pete was taking the money from, and I'm sure I'm not the only guy that was like that.
So I'm sure.
There was guys maybe 15 years in the union thinking I'm going to retire at 62 or whatever and have a pension. You ain't getting shit.
That's how a lot of that stuff went down. In Enron, you remember the Enron?
Yeah.
The people that ruined all those people's lives?
Greed again.
They're back in the news again because they're reopening up or something. And the new CEO looks like he's probably only about 12. And he's talking about, oh, it was no big deal. It was only like 5 people. Because you don't ruin the whole company because 5 people did something wrong.
Right, you do.
Yeah, you do. It depends on who those 5 people were. And if they were at the top, then yes, you do. He goes, a lot of our employees were good people. Well, and
yeah, and they probably were, but the fish stinks from head down.
that's right. I don't want to break up what I'm talking about, but we have a red cardinal at the bird feeder out at the where the squirrel you see on the screen now.
Oh, yeah.
And my wife says that when a cardinal shows up at your house, that means that someone that died in your past is here to visit you. So that could be anybody because almost everybody I know is dead. So howdy.
The head of your mom and your dad.
And everybody else,
My uncles and aunts are all gone.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just me and Toni.
The only one left on my mother's side of the family is my mother. All her siblings
Yeah.
and they're all grandparents and stuff all passed away.
This oh hell. I know we were talking about unions, but I was talking about something else as a side part of that.
Greed?
Yo, Enron. I want to feel bad, like these people, these Bernie Madoff people that lost all their money.
Right.
I want to feel bad. But if you already got $1 million and you're retired, most of these people were in their 60s, right?
Right.
They take $1 million. They have that in their savings. That's what they're living on. They give it to Bernie Madoff because he's going to triple their money in a year.
And he scams off with it.
And he scams off with it. Greed did that to you. Greed did that to you.
Yeah.
Because you had enough money to do what you needed to do. You can. I'm all for making as much money as you can and whatever. But greed did that shit to you. You wanted your bank account to look better than your neighbors, and greed did that shit to you.
Yeah. I want to have fancy cars in my driveway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Greed. Yeah. There's nothing embarrassing about living a modest life, man.
When I made a lot of money, I was never satisfied. I was always thriving to make more. Now I make about 1/5 of what I used to make, and I'm much happier because I don't have all the bullshit to worry about and the massive pile of debt which goes with making massive piles of money. The more you make, the more you spend is what I see.
The thing that makes me happiest about my position in life right now is the only ass I have to kiss is my wife's. I don't got nobody else to answer to. If I don't want to, I'm telling you, if I don't want to do something and Toni don't tell me to do
it don't get done.
I'm not doing it. And I'll do it on my schedule now. If I want those home fronds picked up and cut up and moved up front, it's been too cold for me to do that in the last 3 or 4 days. And I'm not going to freeze my little pecker off out there doing that.
Did I leave my Sawzall here?
Yeah, I got it over there. It's on my chair.
You can use it if you want.
What do I want to use that thing for? I got a good one. My battery is still alive.
Yeah, that one probably died.
By the way, Tim's looking for a DeWalt
18 volt
batteries for a Sawzall because he can't buy them. If you know where you can buy them, let us know.
Yes, I would love it. Because I have 10 batteries right now, and only about 3 of them are worth a damn. And they go dead after a day and a half of sitting, not using them.
Yeah.
Because they're just getting old.
Yeah. And this cold weather is just going to make them die even faster.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think I can go to that Batteries Plus and have them rebuilt.
Hmm.
My wife knew a guy that worked there when she was being waitressing up in Sebring.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a bunch of years ago, but he said for $65, he could take out the cells and replace them with better than factory. And I should have taken him up on it then.
What volts is it?
18.
Damn.
Yeah, they're hard as hell to find. See, they have ones that say DeWalt like.
No, this is DeWalt.
There's a DeWalt 18 volt.
18 volt, 2-pack battery, free shipping.
Yeah, it doesn't say DeWalt on it though.
This is the DC9.
It looks right, but who knows?
Um,
All the good DeWalt ones I have say DeWalt. And I bought aftermarket ones that are supposed to be as good.
see, that looks like,
Like
the
that?
aftermarket. That's the
Yeah.
aftermarket crap.
I got some yellow ones that aren't DeWalt ones. They look it,
Yeah.
but they're garbage. They didn't last a year.
See, that doesn't look like it would be a DeWalt either.
No, that's not a DeWalt charger.
No. We're I want XRP might be.
XRP is the correct name for the DeWalt
Oh, is
battery
it?
that I want. Yeah.
Okay, it says disappointed. It says according to the serial number you see in the photo, it appears to come from Japan, made in 2121 or 2021, and my order is dated 2014 from Mexico. Not a DeWalt, it's a clone. Yeah, see, Tim figured that out real quick. That's what that's what you need. That's why Tim is good at what Tim does. There's a question. Can you use a add versatility to your toolbox with the DeWalt DCA 1812 20 volt max? You selected the DeWalt 20 volt max lithium batteries. Hold on, let me just close this out.
I heard somewhere that they made an adapter.
With DeWalt 18 volt power tools.
Huh? So
Now you don't have to compromise when it comes to battery packs or buy duplicate tools. So that's the information that we can.
Yeah, I've got every 18 volt handheld tool you
Yeah.
can get from DeWalt. And I'll be damned if I'm going to go spend all that money again
Well,
to go to 20 volt.
all right. Home Depot has the adapter.
Oh, good.
The adapter is
Oh, it's right there.
$36. That's not bad, man.
Oh, shit, no.
And it says DeWalt on it. So
Yeah.
that's a DeWalt adapter. So that makes it nicer.
All right.
See, every once in a while,
Oh, it's just that there, too.
we say, you might could learn something listening to our show. Well, by a diggity dog.
We prove
Me
ourselves.
and Tim just
occasionally.
learned something ourselves, and by proxy, you learned it too.
Yes, we're here to serve and supplies.
I have decided because when Tim wore his Alice Cooper wig over here for Halloween, I'm going to borrow it and I'm going to have my wife put it up in curlers, and I'm going to do a Bob Rose art show. Or I'm just going to go buy one of those little fluffy little white boy afro wigs like the daddy on the Brady Bunch had for the years and years and years. You remember when he had his hair all kinky?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I did that. Listen, this is how stupid I am. My hair, I'll take one if you got one. My hair was about to my shoulders in high school. And I had this thing for General Hospital. My mama would watch it every day. So I would hurry up and run home from school, me and my best friend Kirk. And while he was looking at my mama's titties, me and my mama was watching. Oh, I love them altar tops. Me and mama was watching General Hospital. Kirk's over there just drooling. And I said, Mama, I want a perm like Luke's, because I thought Luke was like a hero. He was the one that married Laura, and it was a big wedding thing in the 80s. And my mama said, boy, I've curled a lot of hair. You do not want me to put a perm in your hair like Luke's got. Your hair has to get longer. I said, okay. So it got about an inch longer. And I said, Mama, my hair's longer, man. I want that perm in my hair. My mama said, I'm telling you, son, you do not want a perm in your hair. Kirk says, oh, come on, Lucy, give him a perm. Mama said, you sure you want one? I said, yeah. Well, I woke up the next morning. Holy shit. my hair was, oh my God.
Rizzed right out.
It shrunk right up to my head. Well, because I had short hair.
Oh,
If you would have pulled Luke's hair long, I bet it would have went to his ass because it went down to the middle of his back anyway.
yeah.
You had Mama kept saying you put those curls in there, honey. Each
Shorts
one of
it
them
up
girls
by half.
would have sucked that hair right up. So then I went to walk with my friends to school that next morning, and I didn't have my hat on, and everybody, even the mamas, when we got to their house to pick up our friends, to walk with them,
They're all
the
laughing.
mamas are laughing at me, going, "Oh my God, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do?" And I said, "My mama gave me a perm."
You used to be a good-looking young guy. Now you're
Yeah,
looking
what
goofy.
the hell have you done to yourself, boy?
When I was a little kid, we lived in a real small little town, and there was a local barber. One half of the shop was a barber shop, the other half was a pizza shop. He had it all covered.
Well, that would be great.
Angelo. And my mom gave me like the $3 to ride my bike down to Angelo's and get a haircut. Well, my grandfather had like basically the bowl cut,
Right.
He was bald in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And I always said I wanted a grandpa haircut. I want a grandpa haircut. So
Oh,
I went down there on my own and I says, I want real short hair. And I says, and mostly at the top, I want it as short as you can get it. I looked like I had just joined the military.
Oh, man.
I come home and my mother was like, what did you do?
That's how we got our haircuts when we was kids anyway.
Buzz it down. You don't have to do it, but every 6
As
months.
soon as the first day the school was out,
Rip it off.
everybody got there. It was almost like line up.
Yeah.
All the boys the girls went to the little beauty salon and got their shit done. Us boys, we was over there with the sheep shears.
Oh, yeah. Rip and tear.
They were tearing it up and getting our hair off. And
I got a pair of them I got to try to fix.
yeah, you told me that. All I've ever had to do with them is WD-40 the shit out of them. Well, you take the blades out.
Yeah, you can pop the blades apart. I think that's all it is. It's gunked up.
Yeah, and it'll gunk up quick. Because, yeah.
Well, if your hair's not like super clean,
Yeah.
you get oils and everything. From
But your head's oily as hell anyway, so unless you have dry hair or hair. But my head is so oily that when I shave my head,
Don't need shaving cream.
it don't it don't I know people that actually have bald hair wax that they kind of put on the top of their head to make it shine.
No kidding.
You don't got to do that shit to mine. Yeah, it's
It'd
like
be like a bowling ball.
yeah, because especially when my blood pressure's high, I look like we're in red bowling balls.
That's why they called Tomato Head. 'Cause
Is
he had a bright red round face.
Jeez.
He said since he was a little kid, he always had that round red face.
Hmm.
But he did have blood pressure issues.
That always is helpful for
Yeah.
things. Let's see what we got here. We talked about the Congress thing.
Yeah.
Donald Trump Jr. will visit Greenland on Tuesday. By the way,
The Greenland, Iceland.
yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Who? I can't find it. I don't know where. Oh yeah. No.
What was your story about Greenland was really an
Oh, yeah.
iceberg and Iceland was really a plush green island?
When the
Yeah,
when-
be coming out of his gold toilet.
yeah, when the hold on a second. When the Vikings when
That's
the
the Canadian dude.
yeah, when the Vikings discovered Greenland, they also discovered Iceland because they were pretty close together. And they decided to name Greenland, that was beautiful and lush with trees. They decided to name that Iceland. And the place that was nothing but a piece of shit iceberg, they named that Greenland.
So you figure if you're going somewhere, you're going to go to Greenland, thinking it's going to be great. And if this is what they call good, you sure as hell don't want to go to Iceland.
You sure as hell don't.
That's the shell game, right?
Right. That's exactly what that is.
Like, hey, watch this hand. Don't worry about the other one.
That's true. Hold
Yeah,
on.
that Canadian Prime Minister dude resigned or quit or something.
Almost. He's still got a year. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. Watch the squirrels, people. Oh, shucks. Watch the squirrels, people. And just like that, we're back. I did all that to show you something that I thought was funny.
It's like magic.
What I was going to say, though, before all of that, before I got all sidetracked. Huh?
She said she couldn't hear us. Now she can.
Oh, yeah, I muted ourselves. I muted ourselves because I was trying to find a Trump thing.
That we can say the 7 bad words.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's what they did with Greenland is they decided that they would just call the horrible place Greenland and the nice place Iceland. So I guess they put up a sign that said Iceland, and people say, "Oh, don't go there." You know, they did everything by maps back then. So if the maps were written Greenland, that's where they'd go. Then you would go there and go, "Holy shit, I don't want to be here."
It really is. Big old freaking iceberg.
Anyway, Trump's gonna try to buy them, I guess, but.
Just what we need.
I read a thing though, but I was just looking for what my friend Sean had said about it. Potentially criminal said he's LawTube Sean on X. He said Trump just bullied the Danish monarchy. And just then, 15 hours ago, Denmark has changed its royal coat of arms to make the symbol of Greenland and the Faroe Islands more visible. This continues after Donald Trump, because I'm streaming, my computer's slow. Anyway, because Donald Trump keeps saying that he's going to try to buy Greenland.
What the hell do we want that for?
Well, that's because it's, I don't know, man. Who knows? It says, but Donald Trump Jr. will visit Greenland on Tuesday, just weeks after his father, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump Sr., ruffled the feathers by reiterating his desire to obtain control over autonomous Danish territory. The president-elect said his son and various representatives will be making the trip. My son, Don Jr., and various representatives will be traveling there to visit some of the most magnificent areas and sites in Greenland. It's an incredible place. And the more people will benefit tremendously if and when it becomes part of our nation. We will protect it and cherish it from a very vicious outside world. Make Greenland great again, Trump posted Monday on Truth Social. Denmark's foreign ministry told CNN on Monday it had noted the planned visit of Donald Trump Jr. to Greenland and said it would not be commenting further as it is not an official American visit. Trump has already made many promises of what he will do after inaugurated on the January 20th, including closing the U.S.-Mexico border, enacting a slate of tariffs, and pardoning people convicted of crimes related to January 6th and the insurrection. All right, if he doesn't do that, all right, if he doesn't pardon the January 6th people, Trump can kiss my ass for the rest of his life and his whole family too. Because what those people did was stupid, and maybe 10 of them need to be in prison, but the rest of them, because we had the summer of love.
They were just there. They didn't actually. Every one of them didn't do something terrible.
We had the summer of love when every black person in the inner city was burning down CVS's, Walmarts, and Targets, and nobody went to jail.
Yeah, that's true. Think about it that way.
You had people in Congress hitting their knees for a cocaine head, George Floyd, and we have an innocent police officer right now in prison that just got stabbed 30-something times.
No shit.
Yeah. Derek Chauvin is an innocent man. He did nothing wrong. If you watch the video and are honest, his neck wasn't. Look, if you can say I can't breathe, you can breathe just fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? So that's what they teach you that the minute that you have a baby. As long as that baby's making noises, he's breathing. So don't give me
like anyone that gets handcuffed, they're like, oh, they're too tight. They're too tight. They may not even be very tight at all, but they all cry because they want to see if they can slide out of the bastard.
And now the whole thing is I can't breathe. So that's like code word for, oh, now I'm going to get to sue the cops if something happens to me.
Right.
But those days are over, thank God. You don't have to ask questions about how I feel about shit, I'll tell you. So I'm funny that way. I do not give a shit. I think that all people are equal. I don't think we should have anything in this world called a what are those called? Those laws. Hate crimes. I don't believe in hate crimes. I don't think any of that shit's real. I think that's just bullshit to make people feel better about themselves. I don't give a shit about it. I'm not going to treat you different if you like little kids, then I'm going to have problems with you, and then I'm probably going to hurt you. But after that, I mean, if you want to go, play dirty naughty with another man, then that's on you.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
You
Your
know?
life. Just don't involve me.
Just remember that AIDS didn't start on a toilet seat. And there are some good garage sales going on today or this weekend, but it's kind of early for me to start talking about them.
It's only like what, Tuesday?
Yeah, and on everything here, Tony's got it starting the 11th to January 18th to the 24th. So I'm going to set that on the side and make sure I do that.
I read that
later
towards the end of the week.
Yeah, towards the end of the week, because that's a little too much. But we're also still looking for a sponsor. Actually, I would like a sponsor for each segment. If you want your business advertised on here, we will be glad to do it. We have more reasonable rates than the radio station, and we're much funner to listen to. And our staff there forever, and people come back and listen. A lot of people are on driving to work right now, and they don't have the ability to listen to us, so they come back and watch later. And that's where the beauty is. Because when people get bored, they want to hear two other people that are boring talk, and that's me and Tim. That's me and Tim. That's what me and Tim do. But what we would like to do is we typically carry 4 segments for each show, and we would like to feature you on a segment. And as a matter of fact, let me show you something that we can do and have done and will do, because we believe in taking care of our locals and being part of the community.
Services LLC is available for your needs 7 days a week. Grandson Services LLC. Garbage pickup. House appliances. Furniture removal. Yard debris. Estate cleanouts. Storage cleanouts. Sheds removal. Decks removal. Above the ground pools removal. Jacuzzi removal. Construction debris. Deliveries. Call them today. 786-865-1805 or 305-741-1240. Our goal is to make our beautiful Lake Placid a cleaner place. And remember, 100% satisfaction guaranteed or twice your trash back.
Right there. That is the deal of the week. So you can
Wouldn't that be funny though if somebody had them come and clean up some shit like your trees that we cut down?
yeah.
You had him come remove it and he forgets something, so you bitched about it. He brings you twice the
Yeah,
amount back.
that'd be great. But that's how you make sure everybody's happy. But no, it's I've heard nothing but great stuff about that guy. He doesn't even know me. I've never met him. He doesn't. I don't even think he knows that I put his little commercial on here. But I do it because he's local. He's a hardworking guy,
And he's helping our community.
and he's he's trying to make a living for himself on his own. And you gotta reward entrepreneurship, because if you
Not
don't,
easy.
no, it's not. There's enough stuff that's being done here that he should stay busy, and he's always on Facebook groups promoting his business. So every once in a while, I'll throw him a bone, because I might need him one day. Maybe he'll give me a break.
There you go.
Wonder how much they charge me to get rid of that shit we cut down this weekend. I should call them. That's what they tell you. They say,
Comes with a free clothesline.
yeah, really. I was pulling hard on it, but those palm trees. The thing is, those palm trees, and I knew this from experience when I was younger, but they're heavy, man. because there's solid water. So here my little ass is trying to pull it back. And it's like, nah, I think I'm going to go over here.
Yeah, you don't correct it too much.
Not too much. It does what it wants to do. Anyway, this is what I was recording when I was when me and Tim went silent on you. We thought it was quite funny. Because as you know, Justin Trudeau, well, they say he's no more. He didn't officially quit yet.
Yeah, you don't just walk out the door and say, "Here's the keys."
Yeah, well, that's what he should do. That's what Biden should have done a long time ago. But anyway, this is what me and Tim were laughing at.
The old left-handed swirl.
I bet he does got a gold toilet seat too. I've heard it said that he had gold toilet seats.
More than likely.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Well, when you get that kind of money, you can have anything you want.
But nothing in the world says new money like gold toilet seats and gold, your name in gold everywhere. And he's not new money, so I don't know what the hell happened.
He's not even close to new. He's in his late 70s, right?
Yeah, but if you go all the way back when his family came over here, his great grandfather, I believe it was, came to America and immediately went to the Yukon, and they were selling. He was doing restaurants and hotels on the restaurants, but they were like tent hotels when the people traveling to go get gold.
Right. And
he also had a charter boat, and he would take people on the boat to get them to the Yukon because they were after that gold. And so that's how
Yukon Cornelius.
Yeah, who was that from?
It was Frosty the Snowman.
Okay, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Oh yeah,
Reindeer.
yeah. He was armed to bear too. We had pistols on him, and
He flipped the axe up in the air and he'd lick the end of it and go, nothing.
That was back when cartoons were funny, and you could actually kill other cartoon characters. Now you just have to go buy a $200 video game for that. I don't know. I've never bought a video game since Atari, so I don't know.
They're real expensive.
Yeah,
like that now. Yeah. I can't believe that, people will spend that kind of money on a video game. It's like, man, that's a lot of cash that took you a little bit of work to earn just so you could get your kid to play something.
People say that about beer all the time too, though. So
It's cheaper than gas.
Yeah. I've never been a video game player. I mean, I did at the arcade and when we had Atari as a kid. It befuddles me to think that these grown-ass men right now, there are a million grown-ass men right now sitting in front of a TV playing GTA, Grand Theft Auto, whatever.
Right.
Ain't even thought about going to work yet, Just up there eating Cheerios that their mama bought them.
Probably Honey Nut Cheerios.
Probably. Yeah. Probably. Or Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. I like Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
I just saw Fruit Loop commercials.
I like to drink the milk. I'm on all those chemicals.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on all those.
Give me all that
dyes.
dye you can get me, baby. I don't care.
By God, I'm an American. I want to be able to kill myself with the food that I'm not supposed to eat on my own terms.
That's called freedom.
I don't care about Robert Kennedy Jr. I don't care. If you don't want those chemicals, then by God, don't buy them.
Yeah, you don't have to eat them. I'll eat them.
Offer us options if that's the case. I want my red dye number 16.
I want everybody to keep buying these electric cars so there's more gas for me.
No kidding. And they may really need explosions.
Yeah,
If you want to see a fire, that's a fire.
go drive your electric car
In the salt water.
In the salt water.
Go to Daytona and high tide. Just take a trip down there.
Yeah,
Because you can still drive on some part of Daytona. Just take a drive at night and see what happens. See what happens.
We'll have a big bonfire called Tesla.
Those lithium batteries do not like salt water. And that makes you think, no matter how good they're sealed, nothing's ever sealed perfectly because it's got to have leads coming out of it.
Right.
So.
And they've got to breathe to some extent.
Right. So that's saltwater air.
Yeah.
All that's got to be getting in there, man. All that's got to be getting in there.
Yeah, I like that little clip where you have the Tesla truck burst into flames sitting in the surf. That always makes my day. And that is the ugliest damn vehicle. I don't even see where they call that a truck. It looks more like a squirrely SUV shaped like a stealth bomber.
You know, the only thing I've ever seen that was uglier was a Volkswagen thing.
Oh yeah, the thing. You know, they're getting hard to find. They rotted out like crazy.
They're fun, huh?
They're hard to find now. They
Yeah.
rotted out like crazy.
Well, they're fun because everybody actually took them into the mud or the water. They said you could drive them in the water.
Yeah, they're a
They
pretty
were
cool little vehicle.
Yeah.
My uncle Jimmy had one of them, and he was trying to fix the spring under the seat, and he's got a nice scar on his cheek from it for
Really?
the rest of his life. That was when I was a little kid.
Wow.
He married my Aunt Susan, and he was a fun uncle. You know, you had your fun family members, and you had your serious family members. But
Yeah.
He was the fun one.
Fun ones were always the best. I had the fun.
He had
I had a
pool
couple fun
table.
ones.
He had
I've
a pool
got
table in his basement. And that was like cool to me. I was like, wow, as a kid, I thought that was great.
I have a very look how fast we go. I had a very colorful family. By colorful, I don't mean different races or anything. I just mean they were funny. We all of my family seemed to have danced with who brung them. Not that there's anything wrong with not dancing with who brung you. I mean, technically. Let's see. There's got to be what else happened in the news yesterday.
I don't think there was anything real hot going on. The biggest thing has been this counting the ballot bullshit.
Yeah,
But it's like
they're still counting in California.
That's old news. It's like, God, it's over. It's done. Get on with it.
Last I heard, they were going to say that Trump can't be president because of the insurrection, and it never was an insurrection. And I guess they're going to try to sentence him for these crimes that he didn't commit that they say he committed. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and they brought a sentencing date before he gets put into the presidency here in 10 days or something.
Just so they can call him a felon.
For that hush money bullcrap. It's his money. I don't give a shit what he writes it off on.
Right.
What's that anybody's problem?
It shouldn't be anybody else's business. But I'll
And
tell you,
whose problem is it? What's the big deal? If you want to pay somebody out to shut him up, you do it.
what they did was they made this guy a martyr, and they should have just shut up and left him alone.
I mean, if people want to pay me not to be on the show, I'll be more than happy to accept your check.
Yeah. You know, I don't.
And you can write it off as a business.
I want to know where all that money. That's one thing I agree with Matt Gaetz on. I want to know where all this senators' money for their hush money that they pay all those sexual assault charges.
Right? Where's all that?
Where's that? Show me who spent that money, because that's taxpayer. That's our money. That's what people seem to forget. All this money that they're sending to Ukraine, that's our money. We pay. The government doesn't make any money. We do that. We pay them.
Right.
And
that's where your tax money is.
And they're pissing our money away on a bridge to nowhere for Obama. Literally a bridge that went nowhere.
I haven't heard about that in a long time.
Yep. We've got
I mean, literally, what good is it?
it created jobs. So basically it was welfare.
Huh?
It was welfare for people that weren't as lazy as the other welfare people. So you got that. Then technically Trump isn't a felon in New York until he's sentenced.
Right.
Even though he was found guilty, it's not been sealed in the code until he's sentenced.
Right. That's coming up.
So that's why they want to hurry up and sentence him. That's the only reason.
He'll be the only president in the history of the United States that has a felony.
But honestly, there's only been 47 of them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like there's been a lot. And he's the only one. No, he's the only one that's been convicted of a felony. They've all been felons.
Oh, yeah. I take
everybody. If you've been if dog catcher, if you ran for dog catcher, you're probably a felon. Anything you have to do with politics, you're a felon.
And if you aren't, you will be.
You might not be charged with it yet, but you are a felon. You know you've done dirt. And that's something I always said about Trump. He built all these casinos in New Jersey when the mafia was still alive and well. He built all these buildings in New York when the mafia was still alive and well. And they can't find anything on him.
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, I don't know if he just had that Ray Combs, his lawyer, do all of his hard work for him, or is dirty work for him or what? But
Well, when the boss doesn't necessarily have his hands. in
John
every
Gotti got
thing.
busted though. I mean, is Trump that much smarter than John Gotti?
Apparently.
Apparently, because they all they can find is that he overpriced his condo or his Mar-a-Lago, but then he put a disclaimer on the cover page that said, we value it at this, do your own diligence. Do your own diligence means you look it up yourself.
Right.
And then he paid them back early with interest.
So where's the problem?
So, and even the bank said, what's the problem? Oh, yeah, we don't like that he did it that way. So now no one's going to do business in New York. They're scared to death.
Yeah.
If they don't like what he did politically, then they're going to screw you. Well, guess what? Now the Republicans are in charge. And if it was me, I would get to screwing right now. I would start screwing. I would screw everybody that ever did anything stupid like that. But that's not, unfortunately, the Republicans don't do things that way. Unfortunately, the Republicans want to take the higher ground. I am not that kind of Republican. I am the blood and guts kind of Republican. You know, you had George Bush that started the whole, what was that? We're a compassionate conservative. I am not a compassionate conservative. There's not a whole lot of compassion in my soul. I don't, I'm sorry, but that's just not me. I'll help you out and do anything in the world I can for you. Once. You do me wrong, and we got other issues.
Yep. Screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me. Screw me 3 times. You're not here.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit. So
See, that was the nice way of putting
There's
it.
a happy gator somewhere.
One-way trip to the Everglades.
Going away. You don't even have to go that far south. Just find a canal.
There you have it.
Have you ever seen when they cleaned out the canals along 27 down when you're going towards Clewiston?
No.
And they pull them canals out, man, there's cars.
Oh, yeah. They go off in them deep ditches. You can't even see them.
They run them in
find
there.
them years later.
They run them in there where they steal them.
Yeah.
They run them in there. They get everything they want. They leave them as a running chassis. They pull them down there in the middle of the night and push them into the...
Right off the edge of the
Yeah, and full of them. They pull them up. And can you imagine how many bodies they find in there?
I've thought about, when you're going down the road, I'm thinking, man, if I ever go off the side of this highway, there's this real steep ditch that you can't even see because it's all overgrowth. And if you ever crashed off of there, they would never find you.
Yeah, you're in the water. Yeah.
I mean, it might take them a month or two to realize that, oh, those skid marks do go somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, man. And there's so many skid marks on 27 because of the semis getting slowing down. And
Oh, yeah.
there's a 27, Highway 27, all the way up and down Florida is a dangerous ass road. There is very few spots that you can go that's remotely safe.
Yeah, and if you ride up and down 27 and pay any attention, there's those little crosses and memorial things for people that have been killed on the road. And man, you can't go 2 miles without running across one of them bastards.
When did that dumb shit start?
I don't know. It's not like it's their gravesite.
I don't understand that shit at all. They got flowers and memorials, and I think that started with Princess Diana or some shit. Everybody's bringing.
They had to close the whole tunnel for her.
Yeah, well, she was a dirty bird, She was a dirty bird, that one. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know her. I just, but now that, whatever that new wife of his, Camilla, she's trying to take over. But I think that Prince Charles, or King Charles now, is in the same mental state that Joe Biden's in. I don't think he knows whether to eat shit or go blind.
Yeah, I think he's a big wuss.
Oh, well, of course he is, man. I mean, they're all blue blood.
He's
There's so much inbreeding. There's more inbreeding in the royal family than there is in West Virginia as a whole. No offense, West Virginia. I mean, Florida's got Polk County.
Yeah.
Polk County, actually Bithlo, which I don't think is in Polk County, but Bithlo is Florida's West Virginia. Bithlo. Lake County is not. Dude, I'm pretty sure they talk shit about us too.
Oh.
Did you know that there's a Lake Placid, Italy?
Really?
Yeah, that's where the It's going to be a backup site for the 26 Olympics for their sledding.
Well, there's Lake Placid in New York where they made the Gator movie that we played that little clip.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be like, you were supposed to believe it was actually in Florida, which it wasn't. It was in New York. Yeah, the whole movie was filmed in New York City.
I know that, but
and they don't have alligators.
I know that was the point because she kept bringing them up there.
Right.
She kept feeding the babies. Betty White, that was a crazy ass movie.
It was different.
Yeah, it was one of those fake horror movies. It wasn't really scary.
Yeah, it was just intended.
But you want to talk about a dirty bird? Betty White. She was a dirty girl.
Oh yeah, she was running around, man.
She was acting all polite. That's why all these young kids remember her as old.
The prim and proper, nice
prim and proper little, very dingy old lady that was on Golden Girls. No sir.
She was out doing Humpty Bumpty all over.
Boy, she was the queen of Hollywood for a while, boy. And then you go back to the old Johnny Carson tapes where she says some shit that would make me blush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Betty White, what is it?
Yeah, she's supposed to be on this pedestal like she's some kind of prim and proper little old lady. That old girl could make the freaking Pope blush.
Estelle Getty was the oldest one on Golden Girls, but she was the youngest person in real life.
Yeah.
I think Betty White was the oldest person in real life on the show. Blanche was only 54.
Yeah,
she was younger than me.
They made them up to look older with makeup and stuff too.
Well, I don't know. It depends how, I don't know. B. Arthur, boy. Did you hear that?
She was a big bitch.
She was a Marine.
Oh.
Yeah, she was a real life Marine.
I don't think I'd want to go into the ring with her for 2 rounds.
Jeff Ross does those roasts.
Yeah.
And B. Arthur was in the audience one time. And he said something about, I don't know what's bigger, your ego or B. Arthur's dick. She did not laugh.
Oh, yeah.
She did not laugh because everyone used to say, that's a man. She's just a big chick. I know a girl named Terry Wisham up in Ocala who will put a whooping on your ass. She's every bit of 6'2". She drove a dually to high school. You did not she's not a lesbian, but you did not mess with her.
Yeah, there was a cook up at our little truck stop in Newark Valley, New York, and we always called her the Amazon chick. She was bigger than me. Matter of fact, she bought a pair of sneakers one time, like Nikes or something,
mm-hmm.
and she didn't like them, and so she gave them to me. They fit me. That's how big this girl is. Now we're a 15 for crying out loud.
We used to skydive with this girl named Tasha, who was from Trinidad. And up in the Palatka Para Center up in Palatka, Florida. And she was very pretty girl. Looked like almost like she was Hawaiian because she had that kind of Hawaiian look.
Uh-huh.
But if she was a Hawaiian, she was one of the Samoan ones because that was a big girl. First of all, she was heavy set because I liked her. But she didn't just have a big belly and a big booty. She had a big everything. This girl, I'm telling you, she towered over me. And I was, before I started hurting myself, I was about 6'1", according to my original driver's license.
Hey, 5'7".
No, I'm not so big. Now I remind myself that when I want to talk shit to someone at the store, I'm like, you son of a, all right, buddy, you have a good day then.
Yeah, you got to look up stuff.
I'm not the man that I was over there a couple years ago.
What I have found in my career of life, that it's not always the big guy that's the toughest guy. Sometimes them little guys,
typically not.
They're fast and they'll hit you 3 times before you even knew you've been hit.
I'm telling you, I told you this before, but I have a friend that I went to high school with named Chris Constantino, and he probably came up to about my nipples,
mid chest,
and
so that'd make him like
he would
4'12".
He would climb up you and climb down you, man. He would whip your ass before you knew your ass was whipped.
Like a spider monkey.
I mean, it was something. He was fast, and he would just whoop you, and he would sit there and talk shit because he knew he could whoop you. He was like, yeah.
So you want to play? I'll kick your ass.
Yeah, and it was just the most amazing thing because I ran my mouth to him one time. That's all it took for me. You don't have to beat that shit into me. One couple good punches, and I'm like, okay.
I'm convinced you're right.
I didn't see that coming. You're right. I am an asshole. You're right. Because if you're already losing after the first punch, don't stick around to prove his point. Say, okay,
Right, I'll hit your fist with my face so many times it'll make your knuckles sore.
Game over, buddy. You win this one. And I've had that, man. I've been in the bar fights. Oh, man.
I started a bar fight in one of our local bars up in New York. It looked just like an old Western. I mean, there was chairs flying, tables getting smashed, liquor bottles going behind the bar, getting wrecked and tore up. Oh my God. I snuck out the door as it really got going, and I'd started the whole thing over a CB antenna somebody yanked off of my Chevelle.
I'd have whooped them with that.
Well, I didn't know who did it. That's how the whole thing started. I come back in and I said, I'm going to kick everybody's ass in here until I find out who did it. And then I commenced doing that. And then next thing you know, Bubba and his 7 cousins are in that.
Let's go get it done.
And the other family and all their 4 cousins jumped in on it. And the place was just a brawl.
All their sister wives.
And I scooted out the side door when it got real crazy. And wouldn't you know who I met outside the door? The biggest state trooper I've ever seen.
Oh man, I hope you left quick.
He grabbed me around the freaking, had my arms behind my back. He had me handcuffed and stuffed in the back of his car so fast I didn't even know what happened. And I talked my way out of it. I said, look, I was just getting out of there, sir.
That's what I
didn't want nothing to do with this. I'm not a fighter.
I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out, that's all I know.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, man, it's some crazy shit when we were younger.
And I never did find out who ripped the CB antenna off my car.
I used to always have one of those whip antennas. They were like, 8 foot long, and they were fiberglass.
Put a tennis ball on top?
No, I never did that. I don't know what.
How about the squirrel tail?
No, I did have a raccoon tail on top of one. Yeah.
Yes, rednecks do live.
Yeah, no, hey man, we used to hunt raccoons. You know what we used to do, man? This ain't no joke. This ain't bullshit. Me and that guy I was telling you about earlier that I hired to be my salesman, Richie Regal.
Yeah.
We'd go hunting raccoons at night. We'd go hunting hogs at night is what we do, which is illegal, but it was on private property that was owned by my dad, so it wasn't illegal technically.
On your own property.
Right. So we'd go out there at night.
Your land.
We'd go out there at night and hunt wild hogs. And no doubt, and we're doing. Look, we're carrying mini 14s, so we'd see these coons and we'd drop these coons out of the trees. Well, you hit a coon with a mini 14, it takes him a while to realize he's been hit, and he don't even. I mean, even his heart don't even. He's like, "Oh, what's that?" Because it goes through so fast,
A bee sting, and then you're dead.
Yeah, and so we would go get him, and we would take him. That's up in a little town south of Micanopy, Florida. And we would have about 5 of them in the truck. And there's a gas station right down the road in Spar that's where all the truckers go and get gas. It's on Highway 27. And all the truckers would go get gas. Well, it was a whole bunch of black truckers. So we'd sit up there and we'd hold up the coons. And then black guys would be like, I got a reefer in my truck. I'll take that one. How much you want for it? We sold every damn one of them every night we went.
What did they do with them?
Damn! What the fuck you think? But what I would do is I'd hold them up and say, I'm keeping the tail. Wow. And I'd take my knife and cut it, and the coon would fall, and they would fight over the fucking raccoons, man.
They weren't going to eat the tail anyway.
No, but I wanted to, that's how I ended up with so many raccoons. That's an honest to God true story. I had never even heard of no such thing, but Richie goes, no, we take him down there. He goes, hey, man, those black dudes drive them semis, they will buy these coons from us for $5, $10 a piece. I'm like, no. He's like, yeah.
Well, you just answered what was in my mind. How much were they?
$5, $10 a piece. Depends on how big they were.
And it was fun to do anyway.
We were just having fun,
It's fun to kill.
No, but if the raccoons was the hogs, a lot of the hogs we wouldn't even eat. You just had to get rid of them off the property.
Oh yeah, they were just talking about that on the news today. That this guy had his front lawn was all tore to hell, so he put a hidden camera up, like thinking didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
and it turned out to be these 4 or 5 wild hogs just tearing his lawn all to hell.
America didn't have hogs until the Spaniards.
Them Spaniards, man, they brought all kinds of bad shit.
But
horses and everything.
No, but we did. I think we did have chickens, and we did have. No, we didn't have horses.
You wonder where the chickens go from.
The eggs?
Yeah. Well,
I don't
which
know.
came first, the chicken or the egg?
I think the rooster.
Well, he came out with an egg too.
No, but he came first.
Ah,
You gotta be thinking quick.
quick-witted there, aren't you?
Yeah.
I suppose now you need more money to do the show. Now that you're the smart one.
Yeah, right. The smart one. I'm the smart one. Tony's cooking Southern breakfast. I think it's corned beef hash. It sounds good, or it smells good.
Oh,
That's gonna make me hungry.
I like me some corned beef hash, you.
Yeah, man.
My mom used to make it from scratch sometimes.
I do. A lot of times for her, I'll make it when I grow with my. I don't use potatoes. When I grow my squash and the squash are good,
Yeah,
I cut the squash up like the size of little bitty potatoes in the corned beef hash.
that would be pretty good. I bet.
Yeah, and if I didn't have corned beef, normally it's when I would smoke ham or something, or not a ham, but a pork butt or something.
Yeah.
I would use that meat, and basically it was a hash. Hash just means potatoes.
Yeah.
But I would just hash it up and season that up a little bit and put it in there. And Toni loved it because she would get Toni. You give Toni fresh vegetables, man. She loves them. She puts.
I do like vegetables a lot, and the funny thing is, I rarely eat them.
The problem with eating vegetables is the wheelchairs are so hard.
It's hard getting them out of the wheelchair.
I don't even know how to digest it. That's a ding. We've just now
Offended another group.
offended another group. That's my first crippled group.
Yeah, I don't think we've even hit on that since we've started this one. That's a whole new agenda.
But I think I'm allowed to say that because I consider myself one. So I think I'm allowed to.
Yeah, I walk with a cane.
Yeah, I say and I make cakes. Sometimes.
Yeah, I love the cane you gave me. That's cool. And I always tell everybody, oh, this isn't just a cane. This is a cool cane. And every one of them immediately think that I have a flask in it. And you untwist that little handle and you pull out a 14-inch blade. And they're like, damn, son.
I'm surprised nobody wanted to buy one. But
I've never had anyone ask me if they could get one.
I'm probably afraid they're illegal.
I'm sure they may be.
It's a concealed weapon.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I laugh every time I go into a hospital or something and I'm carrying that cane along, my back is or something, or my leg's killing me. I'll use the cane and I'm thinking, you're not supposed to bring any kind of weapon in a hospital or like a courthouse. But how many people come in there with a cane? You don't know what the hell's in there.
Unless they x-ray them. The TSA already said that all of my canes were approved except for those. And they didn't give me a no on those. They said it was going to be up to the discretion. But you can bet that you're not going to take one of my sword canes,
Yeah,
or one of my dagger canes on a plane.
probably not.
But if you can get away with it, you'd be the safest motherfucker on that plane.
Except for the guy with the gun that's a federal agent.
Yeah, I don't even think they put them on there anymore.
Yeah, I think they just tell you they're there.
Yeah, they tell you
still
they're there. Yeah. And
If you need an armed guard on an airplane to fly to California, there's something wrong with society.
something's wrong with society anywhere. I mean, if you're going to rent a electric Ford truck and take down 15 people on Bourbon Street in Louisiana, then we got problems. And that was not terrorist related. Forget that ISIS flag in the back of his truck.
Oh yeah, right.
It wasn't terrorist related.
Never.
And then they want to immediately say, but he was a military veteran. All right, look, man, not all veterans are good. People say, I'm a veteran. Look, I know a lot of veterans. And I know some that I wouldn't piss on if they were on fire. Where I don't care how many combat tours they did. I don't give a shit. You volunteered for the job? I volunteered for the job. No one asked me. I'm not a Vietnam veteran. I said, hey, I'm 18. It's either going to work for some stupid Dayco factory making hoses or go see the world and throw up for 4 years straight and then go to a different branch of the military. Because
throw up for 4 more years.
throw up for 20 more years. Just throwing up. I did a lot of throwing up in my day. But that was the thing that if you want to get into a fight, go into a naval. Now it's Naval Air Station Mayport. It used to just be Naval Station.
Yeah.
And wear your Marine PT shirt and walk into the EOS, the enlisted club.
Oh, they love you there.
Oh boy, you're not leaving there without scrapping with somebody.
It's like, yeah, find your watch.
and don't walk into. I don't care if you're the toughest Navy SEAL in the world. Don't wear that shirt into a Marine base bar because the asses are going to get whipped.
That's just advertising. I think I'm bad at it.
You're doing it just to talk shit, and you know that. You know.
Yeah, said shit without saying a word.
You're not getting our women. You know. You're not getting our women. Damn it. You go back to your base. I don't think the Army's like that. I don't think the Army is as crazy as the Marines and the Navy.
I think their pride level's a different level. I mean, they're proud to be, in the armies. Most, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're not like, they don't think they're that elite like the Navy SEALs think they're elite, or special forces.
They are.
They are to some extent. They have better training and they do crazier shit. But the Army is just like, we're the guys that defend your ass, and that's it. But
man, Green Berets are one thing, but Green Berets don't. If someone ever tells you they're a Green Beret, just leave them alone. Just believe them, because if you call them a liar and they will kill you.
Yeah, they'll prove.
But the Army Rangers, those guys are some cocky little bastards.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers are some cocky little bastards. They got the little Ranger cookie and they carry around with them. It's like a challenge coin. They like to carry that Ranger cookie around. Oh, I'm a Ranger. And I'm like,
Walker Ranger. That guy pisses me off. I can't watch that show.
I can't watch that show either.
Oh,
I like him, but I don't.
I don't. He's a jerk off.
You think so?
Yeah. I knew a guy who was his bodyguard, and he said he's the biggest freaking fraud.
Oh, I don't believe
he said
that.
He couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag.
I don't believe that shit either.
I'm sure he could whoop a normal guy's ass, but as far as like a real, like they make him sound like he's some karate king.
I think he is.
He's not that good.
Oh, I think he is. I think
the guy that protected him
is Steven Seagal, isn't it?
He was a badass.
Well, it's easy to talk shit about these people, but I
dare you to say it to him, right?
I'm not really a guy that watches. The only movie I ever really remember watching that Chuck Norris was in was Delta Force.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And I've watched that probably 100 times because
he's a good actor.
I don't know about that, but
you can act like you're karate.
But he is, but no, yeah, but he's had too many schools. I mean, it's what he does. Steven Seagal is a fraud. I'll tell you, another fraud is Jean-Claude Van Damme. But however, Jean-Claude Van Damme is a bit of a badass in real life.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he did about 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago?
No.
He was in a bank and somebody was trying to rob the bank in California.
They did not succeed.
They did not succeed. He went over there and got him. He got him. He was like,
yeah, you got to make all those weird noises when you do the moves. I don't get that.
And your mouth has to move at a different speed than the voice coming out.
Right.
That's the hardest part of karate. I think the reason I never took any karate was because
you couldn't get the.
I couldn't get my voice to not move with my lips. That's why I was never a puppeteer. I would have been just as good as that John Durham or Jeff Durham.
He's funny, but if you watch him, he's one of those guys. Focus on the puppet because he does move his lips quite a lot.
Yeah, and his voice box goes up.
But he's funny, so that's
he's hysterical. He's hysterical.
He's the one who has jalapeno on a stick, and the grumpy old guy there.
That looks like Biden.
Yeah, I like the grumpy old guy.
I like the terrorists.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Ahmed the terrorist. I kill you.
I kill you.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He always talks about their conversation when they're in the box in the crate together.
Oh yeah.
And then that dumb fluffy one that he's got, Peanut or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, Peanut
or Dumb Nut or some shit.
It's Peanut. You were right.
I've watched a bunch of them. That's one of the things that we'll turn BattleBots off for.
I don't know what it is about that shit, but I enjoy it too. I think just because it's mindless humor.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like involved. You don't have to get into a story. They make it up as they go along, kind of thing.
That's why I like Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, I love that movie.
Did you ever see Gator?
Yeah, I've seen Gator.
Did you see
Hooper.
White Lightning?
Yeah, how about Hooper?
Oh yeah.
He did a lot of good, stupid movies, guy movies.
Yeah, he did a lot of good guy movies.
But I love Smokey and the Bandit, and the Basset Hound's name was Fred.
They lost me with Cannonball Run, but
Yeah, that one was so.
but it was funny because Don Rickles was in it, and he was just funny. Can you talk for about a minute and a half?
I believe I could talk to myself for 2.5 years.
Yeah, we're talking about the squirrels. I'm be right back.
Talk about the squirrels. I can't even see them. They're so freaking small. Our screen is not the biggest screen in the world. And the picture that you see on your phone, the one we're seeing is about a third of that, or 2/3 of the size of an average phone, which I don't understand why we don't have it bigger, but I'm no computer guy. If I had to run this computer, there would be no show. It'd be like, okay, play the intro stuff because it's all automated and it runs in a series, but he changes it up so it takes some time. But if I had to do that shit, you get the automated series and I'd say, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Because I wouldn't know what the hell to do to move anything around, or like he's always looking things up. And it's like, I'm wondering if people see the shit we're looking up or they're still seeing the squirrels. Because when we look something up, we have what you're seeing on the screen, but then it's gone. So I'm thinking, no, they're not watching our stupid scrolling through all his files crap. I hope. If you did, you'd be amazed because his screen's not very big. It's about as big as the new screens in a Ford pickup, except it's sideways, not vertical. And man, he has got hundreds and hundreds of files. And every time he's looking for one, you look at the screen and there's like 20 that look identical. And he goes, oh, they're all different. They're all different lengths. They all got different contents. It's like how he keeps them straight in his head is way beyond my technical expertise, which is 0 to none. I got this crazy broad on my phone that somehow came through the YouTube that I cannot figure out what to do with. I mean,
still coming after?
Yeah, yesterday I showed the bartender, and Lenny and I were the only ones in the American Legion. They let us in early because Lenny's got clout. So we're sitting there, and I'm talking to her about this crap on my phone. Somehow we got on a phone subject. And I showed her and I says, look, here's this picture. And I don't know who this is, but she looked like someone I knew. So I clicked on it once. Now I can't get rid of this broad. And yesterday I clicked on it to show the girl and the bartender girl. And it's this girl in a skimpy outfit dancing. And there's two of the same girl. They're side by side, like there's two of them. And then what I did is, hopefully this worked. I had the option to subscribe, like, or dislike, and I put dislike, and I was thinking the next time it pops up, I'm going to go on the comments and write, stop sending me this crap.
Do not do that.
Oh, really? They don't make it more...
No. As a matter of fact, don't ever open it. Do like I did yesterday. There's 3 little dots and say,
I want to block it.
don't show. I tried to block it yesterday, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know why YouTube does that to you, because mine doesn't do that to my phone.
It's probably the specific kind of phone.
It's the setting. It's the setting that you got.
Oh, well, I don't...
It's not the phone. It's the setting.
It's the guy screwing it up. That would be me.
Yeah.
Every time I get bored and we'll have a few too many beers, I'll start playing with my phone. And then the next day I have to take it to my friend Charlie and say, hey, fix this. He goes, what'd you do to it? I says, if I knew what I did with it, I could have undone it.
Right. I never know either.
So just fix it. And it'll take him about 3 or 4 beers sitting at the office to get it right.
I play with mine. I've got to get this new bird feeder hooked up, but I might just sell that for We want to buy a really high quality bird feeder.
Yes. Nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best for my friend.
No backpacks yet, huh?
No, matter of fact, I thought so because there's a big box in there and she bought some land for Some lamp. Some dumb
You're
shit.
all excited there for about a minute.
Yeah, especially when I found out it was a lamp.
Oh, I couldn't believe this. The mailman put a box in my mailbox. I swear to God, he or she, I forget what we have now, must have actually punched it to get it into the box. It took me 15 minutes to get this stupid cardboard box out of my mailbox. I was about ready to come over and get the Sawzall and cut the bitch in half.
We need to.
And it turns out it was a little packet of flea drops for my cat. And the thing was like twice as 2 packs of cigarettes big.
And
it came in a box as big as my mailbox.
This post office here in Highlands County.
Yeah.
Some lazy son of a bitches, because if there's a box, you don't need to, they'll fill up my little mailbox. Get off your ass and get over here and walk it over to my porch like you're supposed to.
They used to do that for the lady that lived where the carpenter crazy guy lives.
Yeah.
She could walk just dang fine. And she could go out and she'd go to the dances at the bingo hall and all that shit. But yet she wouldn't go out to get her mail. So the mail lady, at the time it was a lady, used to stop in front of her house, walk it all the way up her driveway, knock on the door and hand it to her. I'm like, don't be taking advantage unless you're dropping her a 50 at Christmas,
Well, and
maybe lazy ass.
And maybe she called him and said, "Don't do that anymore because I've had shit stolen." I mean,
well, maybe,
but
because our neighborhood is kind of declining now. It's turned into a shit ton of rental property as opposed to homes.
Yeah, that's true. And the guy across the street.
Well, this whole street's only got about 4 actual
owned
homes. The rest are, rentals.
The guy that lives next to the friendly boat guy.
Yeah.
His dad's in the nursing home. Put him in the nursing home right before Christmas.
Yeah, I saw the ambulance.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah.
He told me his dad's not doing well, and he said he's still in the hospital. I saw him just after Christmas time.
He said that
he walks up and down the road, talks on his phone.
He said that he had to. I'll tell you about that tonight. Anyway, he said.
Yeah, I know what he's doing.
You know what he's doing.
The car pulls in the driveway, goes beep beep. He walks out, sticks his head in, goes right back in the house. The car goes. What do you think we're doing?
Ordering pizza.
Smallest baggie of pizza I ever seen.
These days we call that DoorDash. But he said that his dad. He said he had to have a colostomy bag put in.
Poop bag.
And he has to have a pacemaker, but he's going to bring him home.
Oh, wow.
So at least he's coming home, because I told him it's hard to get out of them places once you get in them.
Oh, yeah, man. It's like a lock you up
and
throw away the key.
I'm eating a cyanide pill before I go to one of them fucking places.
I wonder if they still have those.
Sort of.
Like the spies you saw, like James Bond and stuff. Those type of...
The government still uses them.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
So if you get caught and you're got sensitive information, definitely. You can off yourself.
Definitely. Yeah. That's a definite. Yeah.
Oh, one year, you know how we setting up satellites all the time nowadays. There's always a rocket launch like twice a month.
Yeah.
Down here in Florida.
Yeah, it's always.
And they had this one launch that kept getting delayed, and they said it was a government satellite. Well, then they kept talking about it each time it got delayed, and little by little it trickled out that it was a spy satellite. Well, gee, it's not a spy satellite anymore because the whole damn world now knows what it is.
And almost every satellite up there is a spy satellite.
Probably to some extent.
I mean, and I like Elon, all right. I like Elon Musk just fine. I got no problems with him.
I'm sure he has some shady business dealings going on.
Of course he does.
All those satellites, come on, what has he got?
But as far as African Americans go, he's probably one of my favorites. I mean,
How do you figure he's African American?
Because he was born in South Africa. And he's an American citizen.
He's a white guy.
He's an African American.
True. If you're born in Africa, I guess.
He's African American. The black people don't have a fucking monopoly on that shit. I mean, come on.
Oh, I thought that signified a black person.
Well, it does because stupid people want to say that. But you can. Even Trump said when they asked him at a news conference, how do you feel about having Elon must support you so much? He goes, I want every African American vote I can get. But if you're from
Never heard him referred to as.
if you're from England or if you're from Irish, if you're Irish descent and you're an American, then you're an Irish American. If you're Cuban descent, there's white and black and Hispanic looking Cubans because it was a tourist attraction for years, and so all these white guys went down there screwing them out Cuban women. You got redheaded. I know Corey Menendez, full ass Cuban, red curly hair, like white.
Really?
Speaks better Spanish than Spanish people. His mama's full-blooded Cuban. I mean, fire in her bloodstream Cuban. Drink rum straight Cuban. Knows how to cook pork Cuban. Or dog,
Yeah,
communist country.
whatever is available. Whatever the going rate is on the animal of your choice that week.
Well, I guess you eat what you can, not what you want to.
We got Chihuahuas on a bargain this week. We're having them for $4 a pound.
That would be a whole Chihuahua. Chihuahuas are like $300 or $400 a piece.
They're tiny little.
That's like a prime rib. Buy one.
Them little shaking bastards. I don't think I've ever seen a Chihuahua that doesn't have the freaking tremors.
Me either. But they got heart, boy.
Crystal's got a little Chihuahua dog, but it only shivers and shakes only when it's cold. It's not like your typical shaking like a blind faggot of weenie roast.
Jethro
Am I gonna get in trouble for that one?
Yeah. Hopefully they didn't pick it up. They only pick it up if the closed caption picks it up. Jethro, when he gets excited, like if he sees a bird or something, well, he shakes. Well, he
gets all wound up.
He shakes, man. He'll sit there and he just. Or if you're playing with one of his squeaky toys, and you won't throw it, he'll stare at it. He won't move because he's a bird dog. He'll stare at that shit in your hand. As long as you'll sit it there, he'll stare at it. And he'll stare at it and stare at it, but then all of a sudden he'll start shaking. He's like, "Well, I don't need that thing." He's like, it's like he's jonesing.
Happens to be yours.
Oh, it's the backpacks.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, we got the backpack.
We were just talking about this.
I know.
Boy, look at how they packed that up.
They're coming from. Oh god, yeah, I just caught the Wuhan.
Came in from China.
They came from Wuhan, China. If this is the backpacks.
Wow. Boy, they know how to package things.
I'm telling you, we're probably about to catch the Wuhan flu again.
That thing's freaking waterproof with all that packing tape on it.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm going to cut Tim's arm off.
I was just thinking that somebody's either losing a digit or I'm getting stabbed. Or all the above.
I have not stabbed anybody in a long time. You're all right. I'm going to cut the backpacks.
I know.
Shit, we had to wait 20 years for the damn things. If this is the backpack, oh, it's the backpacks.
It looks like a backpack.
We're going to give them away or sell them to listeners. That right now, I'm glad no one wasn't.
Well, they have got that shit sealed, don't they? That thing, like, you could have freaking 2 pounds of cocaine in there and the dog had never sniffed it. It's sealed, hermetically sealed.
They had to,
by Farfan Wagnall.
They had to seal that crow virus in there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my, heavy. Well, it's only one.
Comes in a nice bag.
Backpack,
maybe
right?
two. I think there might be 2 in there.
I think you might be right.
Boy, it comes in a hell of a nice bag.
Hold on to that. Don't open it yet. Put your cigarette up. Let's see here.
Oh, we're gonna do a live shot.
I think so. We waited for it for so long.
Yeah. People are probably going, what do they want this backpack shit?
Yeah, really. Hold on.
Okay, we're gonna do the live stream.
Yeah, we're gonna do a live open.
Possibly.
Damn, it's staring right at me too, boy.
Oh,
Okay, now let's go into YouTube. Let's see here. Oh, it's because it's
It's like zoomed.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, now it's right between us.
that's all right.
That's the package you've been talking about for a month.
Oh, been more than that. Was way before Christmas.
Yeah.
Closer to Halloween when they said, "Oh yeah, here's your tracking number."
Yeah, well, we tracked it all the way, returned and back.
Well, apparently, Chinese people tie knots like we do.
Can't get them apart.
Well, yeah, this is weird.
Cut it.
I ain't cutting the knot on the thing. All right, here we go. This is supposed to be 2 backpacks, but it's only 1.
Oh, I see. Hard plastic on the back.
Yeah.
I'll get the bottom, you pull.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Okay. It's
I
supposed
like
to
the
have.
bag. It's got a nice crotch rocket bike on
It's
it.
supposed to have light up eyes, but I don't. I didn't.
Oh, right
yeah.
here's a little screen.
Huh?
There's a little screen on the back.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a. It's
Oh,
got
one on
the,
each side. So
Yeah,
it
and
makes a set of eyes. I see.
yeah, but the eyes light up because it's for motorcycles and people that ride bicycles. There's supposed to be 2 of them.
Well, the next box will be here in
Another
next
6 months.
December.
But see, yeah, it pops out like that.
Oh, wow.
It opens up. It hooks up with your cell phone.
It's kind of like a suitcase. You can expand them, make them a little
Yeah.
bit bigger.
Oh man, don't give it to Sarah Boone. She'll put her husband in it.
Yeah, we're just playing hide and seek,
Yeah.
and I beat him with a friggin' shovel.
Oh, that was just a bat.
Oh, yeah.
She just beat him with a bat. So it says that it's a hardcover on the back, so that part's true.
Yeah. It's got some hefty straps on it, nice shoulder pads.
I ain't figured out how to open the damn thing yet.
Oh, it didn't say you had to get into it. Just said that with a backpack.
What good is a backpack?
You can't.
Oh, I think I have it upside down. All right, there we go.
Oh, yeah. There's the name on top. So.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
there we go. Oh, there's the other backpack.
Oh, there's a pack in a pack.
That's the smaller one.
The snack pack. Ta-da. Here it is. Ta-da.
And there's the instructions.
Oh, yeah. Don't lose them.
LED night backpack instructions manual.
Kevlar.
I don't know about
Plastic bar.
Yeah, Placid bar, but it's for motorcycle riders. That one's got a light that lights up. Let me see the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They both have
Nice and light.
yeah. They're well. One of them's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to put your helmet in it. Yeah, you can fit your helmet in this one easy, and that one.
Yeah, both of them are fairly decent size.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we'll have to investigate this and come in with a further report.
We'll have to give a review.
Tomorrow's review will say yay or no.
I told Toni yesterday.
Oh, it's even got a little handle.
I told Toni yesterday. So this one. I told Toni yesterday. You keep asking me about them, and I don't know if you heard me or not, but I said you probably already got them delivered to your house. Because the only person that remembers them is once in a month. I'll remember that those assholes kept telling me, "I'm sending you. I promise you, I'm going to send you these backpacks." Well, you'll know within the next 24, 48 hours whether they're garbage or whether they're good.
We'll give it a 1 to 10 rating.
Because if it's garbage, we will tell you it's garbage. If it's good, we will tell you it's good.
Kind of looks like a robot if you look at the
The
picture.
lights are the eyes are supposed to light up like all of your favorite like super. They even have the one for that Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
They even have his eyes. Well, it'll tell you. Yeah, see that? See them all?
Oh, yeah.
It's got all the different eyes that all patterns that you can.
Oh, directions are a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
They even get color pictures. So you don't have to read if you got pictures.
Let me see. Well, but Tim's colorblind, so I don't know. But they're pretty big. They're nice backpacks.
They look solid.
And
Well made.
yeah,
I like the shoulder straps. They're nice and wide so they don't cut into your shoulder if you got something heavy.
yeah, I like that too. Yeah, they are nice. They are thick.
They do seem to, at the first glance, they seem to be well engineered.
Yeah. Well, you know.
We'll find out how well the little eyeball things look.
Yeah, I got it. There's a code on the instructions that I have to scan with my phone. And it's pretty hard.
Yeah, you can bounce on the highway at 70 mile an hour with that on your back.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna have fun.
I see the on-off switch on the side.
Oh, did?
Yeah, we will investigate further.
Well, it took them that long to get here. I'm pretty sure that the battery is dead. I'm not even gonna try that shit.
You probably charge it like a cell phone.
Yeah, I'm guessing because it yeah. I'm gonna have to read the instructions. Me and Toni will get into that. I gotta probably when our show's over, I'm probably gonna run to Winn-Dixie with her.
I always have my wife read the instructions and just tell me what I'm doing wrong.
How to just give this to your wife with my cell phone and say, "Here, honey,
Fix that.
don't you call me honey? Fuck you." Is that her thing? Fuck you.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Jody.
She's a woman of few words.
I like her. I think she's funny as shit. I think she's funny. I like that's why I like Toni so much. I like a woman that won't bullshit you. You know, I just want you to tell me if you're mad. Tell me you're mad. Don't make me wait around for fucking 3 days.
Yeah.
To find out that I pissed in your Wheaties. You know, I want to know.
Right here, right now.
And Toni will tell you right here, right now. Me on that head, I'll do the silent thing. I just won't talk. But usually when I do that, it's because I know I'm in the wrong, and it's just better if I shut up.
True.
And so it's almost always me. But then sometimes when it's not my fault, I go, "It's always my fault, ain't it? Everything's got to be my fault." But sometimes it's not my fault, and I like to be able to say that.
Where we cut the tree off on that trestle, there's a big woodpecker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see him? He's on the outer pole.
No,
Oh, now he just went behind it.
I don't see him.
Oh, now he's over on the opposite side of the ladder on the outside pole.
Oh, that's one of them red doohickeys.
He's a pretty good sized peckerhead.
Yeah, he ain't piloted though. Piloted put a knot in the hole in the back of your head, man. Anyway, they finally came. I'm proud of the guy. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find that email in my trash email. And
The postal service finally came through after.
I want to see when they sent that, but they do have it taped up. I've never seen them. It's like the box is
Oh,
black.
that thing's hermetically sealed by Farfendoodle.
Something, man.
Wasn't that on the Tonight Show or Carson or something?
He would do the envelopes. He would have he would do cardigan or cardigan.
And it was always hermetically sealed.
Yeah, the envelope. And he would always guess what was in the envelope.
Right.
What was it? The Great Kreskin? No, that wasn't it, was it?
Kresge, maybe. I forget how he said it.
I think it was Kreskin. I don't really remember.
I don't either. But anyway, guess what time it is?
I know, time to go.
Time for me to go to work.
Carniac.
Karnak. Yeah.
Yeah, Karnak. The Great Karnak. Yep.
That's it.
Kreskin was a real person. All right, well, Tim's got to pull out. So, y'all have a great day. We'll let you know how this backpack thing went. I'll play with it for a little while and the backpack.
And then take a nap. I'm glad you distinguished that. Yeah. Everybody's going, "You're going to play with what?"
Where's Tim going? What?
Yeah, leave me out of this.
All right. Y'all have a great day. We love you. We mean it. And
Peace out.
I'll leave you with a little stylings.
The stylings.
The stylings from the Beer for Breakfast crew. In a minute. In a minute.
In a short, brief.
In a minute. Oh, I know what I
This
can.
is just a test of our minute broadcasting system.
I know what I can leave you with. I can leave you with this. Tim loves this one. Y'all have a good day.
Came home late from a moonshine run. House was empty, her leaving was done. Took her suitcase and the dog along. Left me a note, "You better off alone." Figured I'd lean on my Tesla truck for a ride, but it booted up, said no room inside. Rolled itself out of the driveway slow. Tail lights fading, left me in the cold. Even my Tesla truck is up and gone. The silent motor hums a goodbye song. Left me here in this broke down chair, talking to ghosts that ain't even there. Doesn't take much for a man to lose touch. First my girl, but that didn't bother me much. The good Lord knows it's just plain wrong. I just noticed my Tesla truck is gone. Spotted it live on my tracking app. Parked by a bar and I'm tired of this crap. My dog's in the cab, wagging his tail, and my ex in the back doing Charlie Sheen rails. They're living it up, it's out on the roam, posting selfies on Instagram with its data phone. It's electric power, don't need no gas, while I'm stuck here watching my Bitcoin crash. Even my Tesla truck is gone. Silent motor hums a goodbye song. Left me here in this broke down chair, talking to ghosts that miss my girl, but I don't miss her much. The good Lord knows it's just plain wrong. I just found my Tesla truck up and gone. They say the future's bright and clean, but I really miss the days of gasoline. It had no clutch to fix, no tank to fill, but I have Tesla payments still. Even my Tesla truck is gone. Electric motor spinning to a highway song. Took my dog, took my last damn beer, left me stranded, drowning in tears. A man can only lose so much. Now I'm praying for a little luck and a little water gets under the hood. When it blows up, it'll stay gone for good. So if you see that truck on the open road, battery fading fast with no tow load, tell it I'm here and living large, and don't call me when it needs a fresh charge.
No, I wrote that one second. That was the second one I wrote. The one that I liked better, but it wasn't as funny, is I think this one. Do. Yeah, it was about a totally different truck.
Packed her bags and hit the road. Took the dog, left me alone. Thought I'd find comfort in my ride. My faithful truck always by my side. One dark night with headlights on, it fired up and it was gone. Left a note on the driveway floor. Sorry, pal, I can't take this no more. Now my self-driving truck's out chasing the wind, cruising with freedom, won't be back again. My dog's in the front seat, my ex in the back. They're playing my heartbreak on the radio track. It's a brand new kind of lonely. What can I do when my truck left me too? I called the dealership in a desperate plea. Y'all sold me a truck that abandoned me. They said, sir, it's got a mind of its own. Looks like it's happier out on the road. Now it's posting selfies on the gram, parked by beaches and desert sand, while I'm stuck in my empty head, scrolling through photos of the life it led. Now my self-driving truck's out chasing the wind, cruising with freedom, won't be back again. My dog's in the front seat, my ex in the back. They're laughing at me and I can't take that. It's a brand new kind of lonely. What can I do when my truck left me too? I never thought I'd be betrayed by my Silverado running away, but maybe freedom's what it needs. Guess I'll just learn to ride a bike with no keys. Now my self-driving truck's out chasing the wind, cruising with freedom, won't be back again. My dog's in the front seat, my ex in the back. They're honking and waving, rubbing it back. me too. And my truck left me too.
Yeah, I write songs when I get bored, and I know how to compose them. So that's what I do. I didn't say they were good songs. I just say I write them. Tim went to work with his friend Lenny today. I'm probably going to go to Walmart. I want to make some pork stew, and I want to make some cornbread because we got some cold days ahead of us, and I'll just go. It's easier for me to go get it taken care of. And so that's probably what's going to happen in my world this here morning. So, who are you talking to? Oh, I hear my wife talking to somebody. Oh. So I think I'm going to end this beautiful stream. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And Tim, if you're still listening, don't forget I've got that thing to make your TV a smart TV. So we'll be hitting that when you get back, if you get back in time. So don't drink and drive. Be safe. And don't eat too much leftover New Year's Eve food or whatever. I don't know. Take care of yourselves. We're out.